CBS Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Here's the veteran Dustin Hopkins ready for the start, and we are underway now from Huntington Bank Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Dustin Hopkins.
Babe, you want to watch something tonight? Oh, shit.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Inside handoff, Henry. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Henry up the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Winston. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Winston. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 6-6.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And this is dropped.
What? Yeah, they didn't see him.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. And this is going to be out of bounds. Flags come in. That is a brutal mistake to start the game. Opening kickoff, out of bounds, brings the ball to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the carry is Piron. He's got room to run right at the start. Down the sideline to the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
You talk about a big-time run right out of the gate. I mean, there was nothing special here play call-wise. He just found a crease, hit it, and he was off.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, Chiefs. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Britton Covey now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Right to the air, it's Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air again, Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He finds Jahan Dotson. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Basically a touchdown.
Again, Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Oh, yeah, I'm hoping much more
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
It's just what the channel I'm to go to. Because it's the last thing I was on it. It's good to see a lot of times the songs I listen to, I never really seen them, the dances before. That's cool.
Hurts again. That is caught. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
That's pretty good.
So one quarter.
I was going to try not to hit your feet. I think it's not just because I think people don't care about you enough to try to make sure something doesn't.
This opening drive, it has been
like
a
I had to
work
intentionally
of
make sure I did
now,
it.
Can
But if I would have
finishing
just thrown
touches
it,
on?
it would have hit you.
It's first and goal.
Because I was
In motion,
careless.
the tight end,
Maybe
Uzomah.
you need more care.
Here's Barkley. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in.
I don't know if either. I mean, I don't think Tips will get fired as long as they're going to bring in a lot of defensive talent.
By this offense, it's not
like Tibbs is a defensive coach, so he needs defensive talent. The Knicks got Brunson, no defense. Towns, no defense. Martin Bridges got defense, but Bridges light the ass. Are short.
Allows you to take a deep
Anunoby just got tired. He didn't have the stamina for a whole season.
They come over with this extra
So
point.
the way Tibbs coaches, Tibbs needs players with a lot of stamina because he doesn't mind using his bench. That fucks Anunoby.
7-7
You know?
as they kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Let's go. Man, he's so nice, though.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Yeah, but I think the point is for her to get physically healthy.
Motion man is Rice. He's got room at the 30. He is in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry and the carry part, Greg. That was the most impressive there.
Well, you put, you heard the bad news?
But it's
Saquon Barkley's going to cover the next year's
really
Madden.
Separates guys in this league, and in this case,
he's on the cover of next year's Madden. First is on us. I don't understand why they whenever, like, if I was a player that was really good, and they're like, oh, you're going to be the new Madden cover athlete, I'll just say no thank you.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
The first Madden? Oh, last year's? This year's. Was, who was it? Who's on the cover of this Madden? Was it Mahomes? Who's on the cover of Madden 25? It was Christian McCaffrey. He's a running back from the 49ers, but he blew out both his knees before the season even started.
A first down throw for Hurts. Pass downfield is caught by...
And he's like, yeah, I'm the next Madden cover athlete. Yay, it's me. Oh, you're excited about it. And they put on the cover when he jumped over that guy backwards. That's on the cover. Yeah, his backwards hurdle was on the cover.
On first down. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
The Eagles are definitely, and I was telling everybody, I was like, the only thing I'm worried about the Eagles is Saquon Barkley's health, because he's never been healthy 2 years in a row. And now he's on the cover of Madden. Recipe for disaster. At least, I mean, then it'll be like we won't know who's going to win next year. Because we don't know who would have won. Was it for fucking Madden.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
Let's go.
A run on 1st and goal. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Cover him.
3-yard line.
AJ's. I wish I would have put anybody else on the cover. Really, I do. Maybe if it was Hurts, I would have been okay. Yeah.
That is caught to the
Because if Hurts gets hurt, we got Tanner McGee, baby.
Touchdown, Eagles.
I know that.
Here's Elliott for the extra point.
Jalen Hurts is good, but Jalen Hurts' best attribute is he have the lead and he can take chances. He's dangerous, and his legs are always a factor. Like he'll run first down, but he's still not that guy that could just sit there and pick you apart. And not that all teams need that, but I don't know if it's that or scramble magic. Then I need the pinpoint accuracy because Lamar Jackson, he's the best scramble quarterback there is. But when it comes crunch time to make that throw to win a game, sometimes he don't make it.
Here's 1st and 10.
So I don't know. Jalen Hurts is kind of like that. Oh shit!
From the gun. Here's Patrick.
Give me that. That was too easy. 6-year gadget runs. Come on, Slay. Don't let him catch you.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense.
Slizzy!
Great field position inside the red zone.
Hey, just get to it and get to it.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's crazy.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
I really thought I was going to get.
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
Yeah, I want to play somebody good, and I want to ask some questions, but they don't talk with the mic, so I can't say. I don't know if he put a spy there. That was just a play.
What can they do here on
What's
3rd
this?
down and
Looks like
7? A shotgun snap now to Hurts.
Different language. I love different language.
Incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott.
Oh my goodness. So I can watch other movies in other languages with somebody else. You don't care?
His kick is good.
What? Oh, babe.
Can
I do it here?
Eagles are on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches,
I love you, but can I do it here?
Has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks.
It's not
This
gonna be that
one's
crazy.
still anyone's game.
Why?
We'll see who can come out with a hot
Be
hand
platonic.
in this second half. About to get started.
Yeah. Yes.
3 points. All that
Like, I don't know, like, you know Nancy?
half number 2.
Not the Nancy, that Spanish lady that stand trains?
To return is
They like someone like that. No, I don't know what that lady is. The one that she used to train. He don't really train her anymore. They used to work out together before he started working there. Now that he works there, she doesn't work out with him. You have no idea? I'll point it to you. She's like this older Spanish lady. She gotta be like 57, 58. Fuck. Language. Did you say language? Renders. Alright, let's go.
Hurts
Shit.
looking to throw on 1st down. He'll tuck it and take off.
Oof.
And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there.
Thought I
Can't
was
ask for much more.
Juke that
22
dude.
yards on the first
There's
play of
no
the drop.
juke allowed. That was a big one.
To throw is Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
I did it. I did it.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete.
Sometimes.
Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really
often,
sure
but
if there
sometimes.
was much there anyway.
QB pressure.
We do know
saves
it'll be
you.
third down.
Is this Scream?
They'll try to run here with Barkley.
I love how you know exactly what this is.
Pick it up. Mark it at the 38. Move those chains. First down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Okay, that dude's not creepy.
Hurts. He's going to run it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
That's good for another Eagle. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Show him. She even asked for his proof.
Now Hurts. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Why doesn't she ask to see his number? Like, she showed him that he's supposed to be there.
To play with the early momentum in the
What's
first
it called?
half.
Barbarian?
Here after the break, and you can see this
Wow.
group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm
The
thinking,
race is
Greg,
white,
guys
that's
on
on
the other
purpose.
side. You're waiting at halftime. That
Where the
other
white
offense
guys
really
will
get
probably
back on the
chop
field.
up
What
this
happens?
poor black
They
girl.
come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
And leave him alone. That's the thing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Yeah. Find my phone. I don't know where I'm at. It's the middle of the night, but you're perfectly wide awake. Yeah. Good luck with that.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He's got room to the 45.
Good luck with that.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be...
Oh my god, this man is the creepiest looking dude. And you lock yourself in the bathroom instead of finding the confirmation first. Like, I'm glad you thought about it 10 minutes too late. But you should have said that before you stepped foot in the house. This creepy old white man. Oh my goodness. But he's renting this place. Remember that.
First down throw, Mahomes. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
I don't believe it.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Oh, God. How you not? I mean, at least try to fuck. Like, that's it. Just go straight there. Try to fuck.
4th down. Now Mahomes.
Damn, give me this.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
The stick skills is up there.
So all game we've seen him take the.
If you were such a creepy cornball, right? Right? If you were such a creepy cornball, is that how most guys are in situations? Just creepy cornballs, huh? That's what they are, just creepy cornballs. I'm not trying to be a creepy cornball.
Shit. You know what I just realized? The water's heating up, by the way. You know what I just realized? What's that? There's convention in town. What? Yeah, there's like some huge medical thing. I don't think you're going to be able to get a room tonight.
You suck at these. This guy's name is You Suck Dick.
Alright, here's what I propose. Why don't you just crash here?
Oh, no. I don't think so.
No, you take the bedroom, and I'll see you.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we join you from South Philly. Close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off.
I mean, I could see that, but I think it's too late to be, because that was pretty decent, but I think it's too late for that.
Fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line.
I'm like, should I? I'm like, oh no. Oh, it's crazy. I can't believe that. Definitely getting money back.
The lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
It was you. I said it was you. No, homie, I was good.
Speaking of
it's Love.
Denver, I haven't seen Denver in a while.
He's going to air this one out.
I see Saturday.
A whole lot of chances on it.
Be somewhere in a thong.
But it falls incomplete.
She's gonna be somewhere in a thong getting freaky.
3rd and 7.
And she's like, I know I'm a bad bitch. I'll be going to the gym. Shit like that.
Wait, did he have a different name?
It's Love.
No,
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
What? Oh, yeah.
I haven't touched it, but I still.
They'll go for it. Love.
Look at this.
He's got a man.
That's
Watson. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. In motion, Reed. Love to throw on 1st and 10.
Now he's trying to fuck.
He keeps it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Second down and 8.
That's sweet. Yeah, 9.
On play action, Love. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that's going to be a first down.
This
A
dude
pickup
is
of 9.
everything. What the fuck?
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And
I think I'm small.
there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play
Yeah,
action
he's
pass
trying
rush is
to
that you can
wipe
slow
that.
the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case,
Yeah, 'cause I gotta
they
be
were
up
on
for
so fast
face
that by
on
the
it.
time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. Love to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
While he was running away from the pocket, Mike, I was wondering, was he going to just throw that one away or try to make something out of nothing? Give him credit. He does a nice job picking up some positive yardage before he's forced to go out of bounds.
Now here's 2nd and goal. Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right. And he will dive into the end zone. Josh Jacobs.
At least you had the work for that.
Touchdown, Green Bay. A
Damn, why I gotta be
terrific way
over
to
that?
start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down.
I'm just
the field,
saying,
makes it a
geez.
long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To the air again. Hurts. And he's in. Dallas Goedert.
He was on that, though.
Eagles.
I mean, I knew he was going to be there, so I led the pass. She was there, though.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Here's Love. The ball's out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Texas A&M.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
He's going to keep it himself.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I'm just not sure how you let somebody that big get so wide open. And judging from the defense's body language, I think it's pretty safe to say that somebody blew their coverage assignment.
Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He's going to uncork one, looking for Wicks. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here.
Good half, my G.
As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. A touchdown apiece. 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Here's Gainwell to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
And Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. On 2nd down, Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will score. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Lots of space past the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On 2nd down, Love. one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Now it is 1st and goal. A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. A short game. Down to the 7. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Throwing is Love. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. He works free, right side. Still on the move. And he's going to take this back all the way.
Damn, that was tough, little G.
What a stunning turn of events. Greg, looks like they're going in for the score. Instead, they bring it back the other way for the pick 6.
Yeah, I mean, how fast the tables can turn in the NFL, Mike. I mean, 1 minute, as you said, you're rolling the dice, thinking you got a chance to go and get 6. Next thing you know, you're watching the other team take it all the way the other way for a touchdown.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Love. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Love to throw it on 1st down. That is hard. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10, it's 1st and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards. That one taken in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Covey now on the return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up second and a yard at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A good spot here, second and a yard. They'll drop to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Philadelphia.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. To throw on second down is Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But he'll gather it back in. He needed 13 and got 14 for the first down. They'll run it here with Saquon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. This is first and 10. Now Love. That complete to Jacobs.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's second down. From the gun, it's Love. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go. One final play. That's going to be caught. And he'll be brought down there.
Good game, man.
And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game.
Yep, I ain't hear
Right
shit.
back to victory.
Nope, not me.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
You should have never let it get to this point. And the homegirl told you earlier, the homegirl was like, you're staying there, you shouldn't be there. Like, that's enough. And then this is the shit she was talking about, bitch. You should have never put that in the movie. You should have never left that part alone. Because now there's just even more reasons for this whole not to go down there. You knew the shit was crazy.
She's like squealing. There's a cave. This is a cave.
It's a
It's
legit.
getting smaller as you walk through it. Now I'm scared about those like cave spelunking where people get stuck in caves.
Oh, even that, and that one door was about to kill you if it would have closed down. So you put a chair there, but you're gonna walk into the mines of despair. Oh yeah, I haven't seen a gate like that since the '80s.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia.
Go Birds!
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off.
I'm from New
And
York.
off we go from the link. This one is fielded in the end
Fuck
zone.
the Jets.
Decides not to bring it out.
Because the Eagles gave Michael Vick a second chance.
Hey, I was gonna say, it's not even answering anymore. Does she know her way back?
Is it, are women really that desperate for love? He's funny, I'll die. No one else made me a ghost.
The yard line.
That's some girl shit.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to
What?
come
Yeah,
out
okay,
early
yeah,
in this game
that's
and
Keith.
take
That's
the
what
fight
Keith
to the
gets.
offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably the bitch that booked the Airbnb in the first place. Yep. That's who. That was the person.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
To this dude. See, you picking the best movies.
And now it's 3rd and long.
Nope, the best. This is amazing.
To throw is Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A gain there of 21.
On Dotson.
Good for an Eagles first down. Here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
Smitty.
And he will go all the way. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Covey now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Very positive returns on that.
See,
run. I mean,
they're just trying to make it like
not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what?
Yeah, you're like, you just have to find out how the hell did those two stories connect.
They get 15 on that game. 1st down.
See what happens. You got a choice.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
One quarter in the books. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Barkley. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's in.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
That's out quickly and complete, and he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Oh, he owns the property with zombies. I think that's the connection. Something bit me. Smitty. Me.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
He's in the zombie house. And he's going to go find the zombies.
Hurts will try it again. Now he'll run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
What's that?
They'll try to run here with Barkley.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
4th down. Here's Hurts. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
That's good for another Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Hurts. And he will score. The defense
I was looking for that, by the way.
Coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
I know what she's going to do.
Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive.
Time out.
Set up 2nd down.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the 1st down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
They'll run the toss to Barkley.
I even call timeout. You even try to score.
Down as time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Mike is going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Right there. Oh, that was a good play fake. I ain't really
close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
I think they're making him seem like a bad guy, so that way when the demon kills him and eats him, we're like, yeah, kill him. So how you feel about this dude right now?
And a yard.
Yep.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Now Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 14. 1st down, Eagles.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 18.
A run with Barkley. And he's going to take this all the way home.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
That'll be caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back.
But this,
forthcoming.
like,
And
to
the ball
me, the
coming out
continuity
to
is
the
off. Like,
30-yard line.
I wanted to see when he was driving to this house, because he doesn't stay there often.
So
I want to see him drive past that neighborhood.
First down
And be like,
and
what
10.
the fuck, you know? He just showed up like everything. Oh, everything's decrepit and disgusting. Oh, well, this is where my house is.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 79 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But see, like right now, for example, what's stopping him from going to a store and just buying
good
it
on the extra point.
and then
And the
coming back
Eagles
to
will
the house?
up the lead to 5. So following the score, here comes Elliott.
The flashlight with the
away.
kitchen knife, with the fucking vampire zombie
The
kitty
return
monster.
team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
This guy is too good.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The 42-yard line. A gain of 12. First down.
Oh, yeah.
A handoff, running left. It's Barkley.
Are you guys kidding me?
He's inside the 25. And he will score again. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. That is caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Covey now on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Hurts. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. So, 3 quarters now in the book. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Exactly. Camera, he just says nothing.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Slide, dive.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Eagles will take over possession here at the 44.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
He's beyond midfield to the 45.
What the fuck?
Inside the 25.
Yo, you got some broken cheat code where you can't get tackled.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So he really thinks that he is like
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
You a cheater.
1st and 10.
Nah, how come your players can't get tackled? What is that?
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Yeah. How you like it? How's it feel? How's it feel? Doesn't it feel like cheating?
And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again?
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Mother growls. It's gonna get him.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left.
That's crazy.
Past midfield to the 45. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. So it's a high five for that one.
That was the first time I picked that defense the whole game.
He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Wait, that kid died?
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
But she didn't kill him?
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Is that Rorschach? Reagan, a bitch. Out of time zones?
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here.
It's crazy. Stores like that, and they use stuff like that.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Hurts. That's over there and intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
There he goes, inside the 30. And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 15-yard line. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have it first and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. Here's Barkley, and he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. And that is six rushing touchdowns in the game, equaling the record set by Alvin Kamara on Christmas Day in 2020. You're watching one of the great individual performances in NFL history.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run it here with Saquon. That's powerful running. Lowers the shoulder and picks up 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Now Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. A first down throw for Hurts. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Eagles are going to get the football here.
They're just giving him everything.
To the 20.
Oh yeah, I had position on you, and they just gave it to you. I was in front of you. Check it. I'm going to send you the screenshot.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Man, I can't see them. They just letting us safe and do everything. Well, you're going to run the ball? You can't tackle him anyways.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this one up past the 30. On play action, here's Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith. is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in
You're still never going to be top 100, though.
I mean, this offense